Yeah. So you ever heard of the creep factor? You never heard of it? No? So the creep factor is actually this thing where when someone tries to be weird or creepy, you just meet that creepiness. You just meet that weirdness. If they're going to be weird, be weirder. If they're going to be creepy, be creepier. If they're going to be freaky, let your freak flag fly, okay? Because this really does happen. And this really is effective. And 90% sure that this works. So if you're in a neighborhood that you think that your tires are going to be slashed and your hubcaps are going to be missing the next morning, I suggest, just be weird. Because predators and kidnappers and people that prey upon women or prey upon anybody, they will do just about anything except crazy. You know why? Because crazy is high maintenance. Crazy is more drama. It's harder. There's going to be a struggle. They're going to probably end up being stalked and probably going to be the FBI's most wanted. And you just don't want to deal with crazy because and this really does work. This really does work. I'm talking about John Aston, who played the original Gomez Addams in the Addams Family, used that smile. He just goes, "Ha!" Yeah, he's like that smile. He was a small guy, and in the ghetto in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's a rough neighborhood. And what do you do when you're a small guy? Well, you show them that you're crazy because when people see crazy, they're like, okay, do I want to deal with crazy? It's one thing if you're this little guy that's challenging other people, but when you already come with the crazy and you're already, that little tiny Chihuahua dog already foaming at the mouth, they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to have to bring your fangs out, especially when they're already out. So, yeah. So, what do you mean YouTube isn't receiving my feed? It is receiving my feed. You don't know what you don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. It's technology. It's supposed to, you think that it knows what it's like? It's not. It doesn't know. Technology. So this was a channel that I had, and it was kind of lost my interest after a while. Terrified and very confused. They're watching me. I hope this isn't just this guy that looks like David Ocean Steers. He looks really he looks like he's seen better days. I'm just saying. He looks like he's been up a lot, not eating properly, possibly, and nothing to do with. I'm not talking about his dad bod. We don't body shame here. We don't do that here. I'm just saying he just looks really washed out. And it may be just because we're on a night camera, which night cameras make you look like you are a freaking ghost. So I'm gonna be guessing that he's had a rough patch. He's kind of going through some. The dog is feeling it too. I can see it. The dog is just like, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel what's going on. So here we go. Hello? Hello?
Go.
It's like, you can go. 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 Oh.
Nipping out there, press pause.
Whoa. Whatever is out there, that dog is going faster than that floor can afford. Oh, actually, you look a lot better in person, bro. You look good, actually. You look a little tired, but you look good.
Well, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, Lou. Come on, Thor.
Hey, no judgment here. I was doing that with my microphone just not too long ago. It's okay, so it's cool.
Come on.
Hello.
Find him, girl. Find him.
Oh, it's a bit windy.
I'll tell you in a minute. It's gone. It's going.
Snowing or raining or what?
At least I can.
Sleet.
At least I can see that there's no one there now, easy.
At least there's no one there.
Right, so I said I was getting rid of this, and I'm going to do now. But, like, your comments, for once, have, like, confused me. Because I've had, like, contrasting things of, do you know what people are saying I should do. Like, there's some people saying, do you know, burn it with, like, salt on it, bury.
Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking god. Really? Yeah, burn it with salt. No one in my career, as a witch, no one has ever come to me and said, hey, burn something with salt. Yeah, that sounds really good. No, by the way, it's not a really good idea. If you have a Ouija board that you believe is responsible for opening a portal to something else, burning it is just kind of solidifying, it's confirming that they stay there. So, it's not saying that you can't get the spirit to leave, but that passageway is now closed. You've officially closed it. There's no way that they can use that to go back. You cannot use that opening. So, kind of what you're doing, how do I describe this as burning a Ouija board, why this isn't a good idea? It's a bit like, well, it's overkill for one thing, but it really is not a smart thing to do. It's like burning half of a bridge before you got to the other side. It's not a smart thing to do. And it for if it's a childlike spirit that has entered your house and is just doing this to mess with you, if you're going out of your way and you're going and you're burning it, that is a bit like, how do I put it? It's like getting the frickin' ruler that you're gonna beat your kid with and hitting yourself in the face with it. Like, it doesn't do any good. You didn't punish the kid. You punished yourself. And now you're stuck with a big welt on your face. So it's really not like a good idea to do that. Typically, I've heard of witches saying that they sometimes will bury it. Other times they will purify it. So the best thing you can do is really just selenite. Do this probably someplace else, like outside of the house. Don't go. I would recommend doing it do the Ouija session when there's not a lot around, like there's not a lot of activity, because during that activity they're already making themselves known. There's not really a reason to pull it out. But if they are, quiet for the time being, you can kind of just say, okay, we're gonna do this Ouija session, and best thing to do is get somebody that is an experienced Ouija board user, somebody that actually knows how to do that. The Ouija board is not a beginner's tool. It's a multifaceted, multi-purpose divination tool. It's meant to pretty much access the entire spiritual realm, and it's an incredible tool if you use it. But if you stumble upon it and you play with it, and you're not aware of your own role within the spiritual realm, you don't understand your abilities, because you're a powerful person. I can tell you're a powerful person, dude. I know that you're a powerful person. You seem like somebody that, moves his own furniture, gets things done. You might complain and piss and moan about it, but in the end, you're going to do it, and you're going to get it done. You're a hard worker. You don't half-ass anything. You do whatever it is that you need to do, and you get it done. That is the kind of person I see you as. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be. I'm not perfect. I don't know every single thing in the world, but don't burn a Ouija board. Don't do it. It's not smart. It's about as... burning a Ouija board is about as useful as burning a book, as burning anything in your house. Burning a shoe, burning anything is kind of stupid. I mean, even burning your food is not a safe thing to do. And burning is just, in some places, is really hazardous. For instance, if you're living in California, there's all the stuff there's fires starting, and there's certain times of the year that you cannot burn. And there are actual rules for burning. And burning in your house is not a good idea. Burning outside the house is iffy. And just don't burn anything, because it's first of all, if I was a demon and I came through a Ouija board portal a portal that was created by a Ouija board, I would be hysterical. I would just be laughing my ass off, because I would be like, oh my gosh, they do they get dumber by the second, or is it they're thinking that? But obviously you're not stupid, you're not dumb, you got it. I get it. It's a beginner's mistake. Some things do happen to pop up. I know that I think spirits naturally want to connect with us, so they naturally want you to use the portal aspect of the board. But I'm going to tell you, what is a portal to you? A portal to me is a door. It's a door. And what does a door do? A door opens and closes. Now, if you burn the portal and you burn, just imagine, okay, any Stargate fans out there, if you were to burn a Stargate and destroy it, why wouldn't that be a good idea? First of all, it's a very huge piece of equipment. It costs billions of dollars. If you've watched the show and the movie and all of that, it's a really not a good idea to do that, because, and they've tried to shut things down and potentially, but they've only gotten as far as shutting things down. And, the Stargate is the central part of the show. So, and that's a portal. Nobody's fucking burning Stargates, are they? So no, you shouldn't be. I mean, that's really drastic. I mean, could you imagine if you opened the door and there was somebody there that you didn't like, and then you just decided to burn your door on fire for that reason? Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. You've destroyed the door now. You don't have a door. Don't, be smart. And he's being smart, and he's actually saying, that he should burn it with salt. I'm like, yeah. There's certain things. There's sage and salt and incense and selenite and all those magical crystals that you can get, but it's really, nothing is as good as common sense. Nothing is as good as just your original common sense and can-do attitude. That's the key, and I think he's got a can-do attitude. But let's see. Let's see, shall we?
Yeah. Put it in a bag with salt or something like that. So, just for get it out of house, I'm gonna just put it up there.
Yeah.
So you know that I have zero intention of using that board, and I really don't. Because I'm not asked if something happens in the backyard now. Yeah. Caravan's gone, or it's going. It's out at yard now. That was a pain in the ass for getting out. We're getting a static caravan That's like what sort of caravan is that? Is it a mobile caravan?
We call them a Torah.
A tour.
Oh, the
That's like
wife's
a Torah
here.
caravan.
Or
And
somebody.
we're getting
I
a
don't know.
static one, one that doesn't have wheels. It's just like a fixed thing. Basically, for our older son, he's just had his first child, so there's been a lot of change. Hey, come on, Lou, stop messing about. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, everybody's back home now, which I'm thankful for, because it's been a pot couple. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a few weeks. Last time filming it, it proper freaked me out with the door shutting. It just knows that you're more vulnerable upstairs. Yeah, I'm just gonna carry on watching film now. I've just put that board out. Like I said, it's staying out. I don't want no part of it. I've not touched it beyond picking it up. I've not played with it. It didn't come with a planchette.
Oh.
And it's outside now. I'll do a bit of research and we'll see what the best way for get rid of them is, because
Well, actually, people are really mysterious, and they'll say things like, "Oh, don't get a used Ouija board." And I happen to have a used Ouija board, and it's a Stranger Things board, and it looks like the lights, the lamps that Winona Ryder put, with the lights and the letters on the wall. It looks just like that. And I don't really like the feel of the Parker Brothers Ouija boards. I think it's really great as a collector's item, but as far as using, it just feels kitschy. It feels fake. It doesn't feel like I'm getting a real experience. But rather with wood, it feels good. The planch is smooth. I once got a resin board. That wasn't a success. I don't mind resin, but I would not recommend it, because resin is like, it's like a type of plastic. Literally, it is very indestructible, and so that's why a lot of things you don't want to burn. So if your board is not wood and it's made out of some kind of synthetic material, you do not want to burn that in your house. You do not want to burn it outside, because you're destroying nature, and you're probably going to destroy your lungs if you're burning it in the house. So, and it's not, but yeah, he seems to be doing okay so far. I don't know. We'll see.
Ouija boards are something I really don't know anything about. That's why, like I said,
Common
you
sense,
have seen
don't use it.
with them before. Like, there's been
Round
a
of
couple
applause,
occasions
sir.
where I've dabbled, but in that video, where I say about everything what happens, the timeline of everything that happened, like when I was a kid and the curtain rails fell down, that put me off Ouija boards. Yeah, good for have dogs back. Just send them out when you hear a bang. Shit me up again.
Huh? What was that?
Lee.
Huh?
Lee. Lee.
Right.
Oh, here he goes. He's getting up now.
Can you tell me your name?
Lee.
Right, why this is started,
Lee.
I'm going to go and get my boards from upstairs, lay them out in front of me, so I've got loads of questions. Go pull chair in the middle of the room and see if we can get some communication.
Yeah, overall, this isn't a really. I mean, he's not. What's good is what's good is he's not using the original board. The original board, I don't know. You know, obviously, I would believe, you know, some people believe, you know, if you don't close the session, the portal's still open. But I'm going to guarantee you that if the portal was open, I'm just going to say this is just logic. When people are saying, be careful if you open that door, it's hard to close it. Well, the thing is, even if you haven't said goodbye, the purpose of saying goodbye is telling them to go back through the portal so they're not there anymore. You're telling them to go home now. You go home now. You're gone wherever you need to go. And if you don't do that, then they don't know. It's like, you know, you don't know. You don't know. So, but logically speaking, if the portal was open, they would be gone. Okay? They would get tired of your, you know, whatever shit's going on in your life. Maybe they'll get bored of you after a while, and then they would leave. But the fact that they're just staying there is kind of weird. So, really, that whole theory about, oh, if you don't close the session, you're not closing off the portal. That does not necessarily mean that is true. It could mean that these portals, if you think about it, these portals can't be open all the time either. That can cause some damage to probably the structural integrity of the universe. So we don't want to do that. So I'm imagining that these portals are open for a period of time whenever we need them. And the fact, if you're thinking that a portal is just sitting there open somewhere, just like a gaping hole, I think there's some warped logic there, because my logic tells me, so spirit here, spirit not gone, portal closed. That's what my caveman logic is telling me, that portal closed, ghosts not go. If ghosts go, portal must be open, because they have to leave. But you haven't told them possibly that they need to leave, and maybe they don't want to leave. I don't know. But if the thing is, if a fucking Stargate is open, you're gonna go through it. Okay, that's just logic. You see a portal, you think, okay, I'm a ghost. Let's go. Because that's another opportunity. That's another job opportunity. It's another place to haunt. I can go someplace. I can do this, and I don't have to be in this hovel. You know. By the way, you're not in a hovel. It's a nice house. But you know, to a spirit doesn't really see a physical home as a home, because they live on a different dimension and a different plane. So they're gonna see this as just like, it's a hovel, you know, it's not as good as my place, the Cecil Hotel, you know, it's not as good as the service that I get there, you know, that's what they're thinking to themselves. And so they want to go, and I'm just gonna say, it is very natural for spirits to move, to go from realm to realm. So if they see a portal that's open and it's free, and they don't have to pay the tally man, or they don't have to pay the ferryman to go across, then they can just be like, there's my ride, gotta go, and then they would go. But clearly, there is not a portal open. I can tell you why, and I just explained it. So there you go. Billy.
Right, I've got my boards in front of me.
Your boards?
There's 4 whiteboards. Basically, these are, stop saying my name, these are like, you know, questions I've thought of myself, you know, things you guys have suggested.
They seem to know your name, that's good. Quite familiar with you.
I know you're already doing it, but if there are any spirits around me now who are willing to communicate properly with me. Oh, hang on. Please, can you use this device here? Test, test, test. And put in another microphone next to Alexa so we can hear it, because I know you struggle.
Yeah, I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling.
If there's anyone here, please stop wasting my time with this rubbish and say hello on that device behind me.
Say hello.
Here watching.
Here watching.
Here watching. We're just here watching. We don't have anything to do. We're just watching you.
I weren't expecting that. Why are you starting off creepy? And more importantly, why are you watching me?
'Cause there's nothing else to do. I'm definitely...
Why are you watching me?
Continued observation necessary.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Continued observation necessary. So, it's quite possible that they came here on a mission. They came here on a mission to continue... The fact that they're very clearly saying continued observation necessary. There are many spirits and entities that are just there to kind of watch, to check on you. Sometimes they're a lookout for other spirits. There's very much a network and a communication between spirits. They're very social. They will have similar things. Like I heard it on the grapevine. I heard so and so is in need of help, and they're very good at communicating. They're very good with communicating with other spirits. As far as communicating with us, it can be a little bit tricky because it's just like, it's weird, you know. We're like, say something, and then then they scream at us, and they're like, oh, that sounds demonic, and then they're like, yeah, and then we're scared shitless because we it's a very frustrating thing for spirits generally, because it's like they're trying to communicate and it's just not being heard, and it's hard to translate. They're coming in from a different dimension, and the fact that they can communicate is really just a gift to us as humanity as we know it.
Expecting this. What I've got in front of me now, this is your typical Vlad stuff. You've said that continued observation necessary more than anything. Can you tell me what it is you're observing?
And what are you observing? You!
You.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't really see the problem. Like, they're observing me. I don't know. Maybe...
Yeah, these boards aren't going to be much use. There is some questions dotted around it, obviously. There's probably over 100 questions in front of me. Are you observing other people, or is it just me?
You.
Are you observing other people?
Oh, it's like this.
Or are you
is this around?
just observing me?
Wow.
Are you observing other people as well, or just me?
I think they're trying to figure out how to use the device. Sometimes it's a struggle for them. Sometimes they don't like certain devices as well. Certain apps and things they don't. It can be a struggle. It's a struggle.
Why are you observing me then? If you don't want to answer that one, why me?
Why me? Why me?
Experiment.
It's an experiment. Okay. They're experimenting on humans
Alexa
now.
can be a blessing and a curse. That just gave me chills. Am I the experiment, or are you doing an experiment? Am I the experiment, or are you doing the experiment? I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah. You might need some
Same
better-
thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Do you mean me any harm?
Peaceful, no pain.
Oh,
Just got to speak again then.
okay.
Uh,
Peaceful, no pain. So they're just there to observe, and it's part of an experiment, so they're wondering how you react to certain stimuli. So that may seem very objective of them, like they're objectifying you, but in reality, they are in a different dimension. And just imagine, they are practically aliens in a way. Some of them have never been human at any time. So, and many spirits have never been human. And so it's a very fascinating subject for them to observe and to see how you react. And perhaps there's something that's intriguing about you that is interesting to them. I don't know. But they don't mean any harm. But it's also, some spirits don't understand what harm means because they don't understand humanity. They don't understand the human nature, and that's probably why they're doing this experiment. So, best thing to do is to tell them, to let them know. So if you're like having pain, or you're having a headache, or you're having nausea or dizziness, you can very well just state that, and they will probably they will adjust the experiment to your comfort. Because if they're wanting to not harm you, they're going to want you to be comfortable. They are in your own home. And as creepy as it is, I mean, they are aliens. They're very curious of what you are, what you're doing, and how you react in this realm that they don't know of. So it's very much just to treat them as if they were aliens rather than ghosts. Because aliens, we see that as being an ominous thing. But if you watch Star Trek, many of the aliens don't see as experimenting on other races as being expletive. They don't see that as being evil. They see that as being, I need to get information and I'm going to do so and so. And some of the experiments would go as far as, having a woman grab onto Picard and say, "Love me!" And while others were just like, "We have this beautiful babe here. She's blonde. She's beautiful. She's a babe. You want to fuck her?" Like that. It goes down to that, and then it goes down to being, "Oh, I'm just gonna be a bitch to Worf all day." And so a lot of these aliens that you see, and I mean, if you're a Trekkie, just look at the aliens, watch Next Generation, and watch some Voyager. I'm still watching Voyager right now, so watch some of that stuff and see how the aliens do that, because there's an innocence behind it. They don't mean any harm, and when you're a scientist, you do not want your subject to die. That's like, unless you're just wanting to dissect them, which is not the case, which is not like an option. They can't dissect you because it's just not. That's kind of like, yeah, it doesn't work. It's like a hologram trying to kill you. and the safeties are on. So, yeah, if that's not gonna work, but yeah, if they're very curious of you, that's probably just what's going on. Just relax. Relax.
Yeah, I was expecting Vlad stuff. I will go get my phone out and do the picture thing as well in a bit.
What's the Vlad stuff?
Can you tell me what your name is, please?
And Monica, how you doing? How are you?
Please, can you tell me your name?
I don't know if their name is Monica. That wasn't my clairvoyant skills activating. Clairvoyant skills activating. That's not how it
Please,
works.
can you tell me your name?
That's not how it works. Tell me your bloody name! Oh, sorry.
This does me head in with the name stuff. Why will you never tell me what your name is?
We would like to remain anonymous during this experiment. Otherwise, we may.
Don't have them.
Don't have them.
No, we have numbers.
I'm 99% sure that when I was outside that time, like where the octopus.
Okay. First of all, spirits do have names, and it may be very convenient for us to have names that are like physically spoken. But there are some names, and I've had somebody actually tell me their spirit name, and I just looked at them and went, oh. So sometimes a spirit name will sound very weird, and it will sound anywhere from a series of bells to a series of it will be a frequency sometimes, because, you know, spirits obviously communicate through frequencies and certain waves, as we found out with the what is it, the strata waves, I don't know, the Strava waves. It's the Strava waves. Yes. No, it is not the Strava. It's something like that, but yeah, it's one of those. It's really cool. Wish I could tell you all about it, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to shut up now. But yeah, they don't have names that can probably be spoken in the human tongue, is what I'm saying. Like, what if your name is a series of clicks or something like that? I mean, it's very much like in Swahili. Some people their name is just a series of clicks. I thought that was a joke, but it's not. It's not. Swahili is a very colorful and creative language. I watched The Gods Must Be Crazy when I was younger, so I have a deep appreciation for African culture. Obviously, that wasn't like a very accurate portrayal of African tribes, but there are some African tribes that still live like that, and they're protected by the government usually. But they're out there. It's more of like it was inspired by a tribe. So, yeah, you know, they believe that in the ancestors and that kind of thing. So, moving right along.
Now, doing the spirit box, it said that
Thought or thought.
when I sleepwalk and write and draw on things,
Oh.
is that you controlling me? Is it you controlling me when I sleepwalk and I write and draw?
When I write and I draw.
For a reason.
It's for a reason.
So that either said for a reason or through reason. I can't make it out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when I sleepwalk and I go to the back door and go outside into the back garden, is that you controlling me?
Correct.
Correct.
That's the next logical question is, so why do you do that to me? Why do you take over me like that? Why'd you do that to me?
Experiment. It's an experiment. We're experimenting on
To show you.
Show me what?
What do we... Ooh. So...
I don't know, I'm tripping. I felt like I just seen like a glistening thing down here. What are you trying to show me?
You have visited.
You have visited? You have reached your destination, is what it sounds like. You have reached your final destination.
It'd be brilliant if I do one of these, like live streaming, where there's loads of you throwing questions at me. Visited what or who?
Well, you probably astral traveled there when you were asleep, which is how a lot of people astral travel. They don't usually astral travel. Although I can astral
Us.
travel. Us. You visited us, don't you remember?
How many times have I visited you?
That was
How
about-
many times have I visited? How many times have I visited you?
They just pounded out the number. What was that, 4 or 5? It was like 4 or 5 times. You've made yourself known.
Where do you come from?
Oh, that's like asking...
I'm not sure what happened then, but the camera literally just went off.
Ooh, spooky! Spooky.
Test.
Testing.
I wonder if it was because I was asking it where it comes from.
Well,
Tell me where you come from. I demand you answer me.
Oh.
Map 10.
Map 10?
Map 10.
Yeah.
So that's the third time now. I'm sure it was last week it was saying it.
Maybe it makes sense in the spirit realm.
That is the circle thing on the wall that shows here. Is that you doing that? Are you
Negative.
I missed that. That other microphone only got it because it's further away.
So quick thing, I just googled map 10 and California actually showed up, as well as pretty much a completely, there is actually a interstate that goes all the way from California all the way to pretty much to Florida, is what I'm seeing right here. So and then map 10 can also mean, apparently, that's a setting on so I would go with maps. I mean, if you can find like some place that's in your area that has like a 1 to 10 interstate somewhere. I don't know if you have interstates in your country, but just look it up, because you may see that there is a map 10. There are, like, it's Googleable stuff, but you would have to use your instincts and use your intuition and figure out, and you'd be like, so is this a thing? You know, you're gonna keep thinking to yourself, which map is it? And you're gonna know you already have some psychic abilities right now as we speak. So, and they seem to see you as a kindred spirit. So I'm assuming that, you know, they're probably already working right there. But it takes a very special person, especially with the writing and the sleepwalking and that kind of thing. That's actually that's a very wonderful gift. It may seem really creepy, but that was why typically people said don't bother someone who's sleepwalking for that reason, because there could be a spirit within them, and that was the superstition, is the spirit would leave that body and possess the person that disturbed them. Now I don't think that's very valid, but many people sleepwalk. It's not really always a paranormal thing. It can be, but if you wake now, the problem, if someone was possessed, I don't know if they're gonna just like wake up. But I've seen people have like literal conversations while they're sleepwalking. It's not paranormal, but in this case, it probably is. So, moving right along. There's a closet. There's a secret place. What's back there? I want to know.
The map 10 thing. Is that the pattern I did? Is that the pattern I did in the backyard?
Okay, that was 7 times.
And here.
He did it 7 times.
Where I'm looking now. Is that what that was?
Quick word. Keep track of all the numbers and how many times it pounds, because those numbers have a spiritual significance. And if you look up angel numbers, every number that's paired together could be a name, could also be, because I have gotten several dates, like 1943 or something, and I've gotten several things from them, and it's actually all the numbers ended up actually like being like part of a zodiac, like they were all the year of the dragon, or they were they were all of the year of the dragon, or they were an actual date of something, and it usually was a date of something that had tragically happened. And there was a fire, there was a lot of things that showed up, and it was just amazing. And I was really, really amazed, because it was a very simple app that I used on my phone, and it worked. And I was just so stoked by that, because it was like they're actually communicating, But keep track of the numbers, bro.
Sick of that. Bangs up like that. Is that what you mean by map 10? The patterns I've done? Did I do it last week when I put the balls on the grass and put the candles on it? I think it's gone. Will I ever understand what is happening to me? I got a bit of headache. Will I ever understand what is happening to me?
No.
I think that's it.
No, you're not gonna know. You won't know, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this sort of communication. The bangs at back door, the camera turning off. I could have been tripping when I thought I saw something here, but I think I did. There's definitely a lot of weird stuff going on. Before I go, can you show yourself? You're happy to speak to me? Can you show yourself so I can see you in that screen up there? Did you make that camera go off? Oh, well, on that note, guys, I think I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, you look like
I think I'm more confused than before I started this now.
That is the way it is. That's paranormal investigating for you. It really is. Okay, so more footage here. So apparently, no, that was a good day, wasn't it? Fantastic. Okay, well. Okay. So, in case you didn't know, so Really Haunted is kind of showcasing this guy's house, his entire house. I mean, he's got it all here. I don't own any of this stuff. He owns it, obviously, and I don't claim to own any of it, so don't sue me because I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Don't try to sue me. It won't end well, and you will not be any richer than you were before. So we've got your source books, we've got a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna see, of course, Paranormal Encounter camera. We're gonna go unwatched. I'm gonna go here. Oh, he has beautiful blue eyes. Real ghost got on camera. It's a real ghost, and we have it all in. I don't want to watch 2 hours of that. That's like I don't want to watch unhinged footage that will make you question everything. Yeah, I don't need to actually watch these to actually, question my reality as I know it. I mean, I already know that things aren't the way that they seem to be. I don't know. Top movies. So we've got Fearsome Top 5. We've got some guy who's got a podcast. We've got the Ouija Brothers, who I've heard of before. And yeah, that's just creepy because it's Mel Gibson. Used to like him, but then that didn't, what the heck? Why is this 11 hours long? 11 hours long! Oh my gosh, it's gonna keep me busy for days! Oh gosh, can I just get some Michael Jackson zombie? Oh dear, the amount of inconsistencies are probably just going to be delicious, so I'm just going to...
This person feels that there is something unusual about their house, and this is the footage that was captured.
So I actually saw this on Facebook Reels not too long ago, and it was very interesting. It had the same... it didn't have the same, soundtrack that it had before, but it was really cool. And I looked at this 10 times, 20 times, and I didn't understand what was going on. I just said, this is a creepy room. Obviously it's in a museum because there's this pole right here. And I eventually figured out it was this that was doing it, that was doing the thing, the scary thing, the creepy thing.
Could this be a real-life zombie?
So, this frickin' creeps me out, and I don't know why. It just does, I mean, if I saw this, I would... I don't know if it's a zombie, though. I don't know. For all we know, this is a girl that has a very rare disorder. It looks to be... It's not an animatronic from what I know. I can't really see. It doesn't look like one. No. She probably has some kind of disorder, the poor thing. And...
Is this a skinwalker? Could this be the child of Satan?
What the fuck was he doing? He was like, ah! What is that? What in the Naruto? It looks like he's doing a fucking Naruto movement. I'm not really big on Naruto, but I do believe that's a Naruto move. Wow. So it's almost like he's like, look what I can do, woo! like, yeah, Ted, it's really cool. Show those humans those humans who's boss. And they're just sitting there, just like, yeah, he thinks he's really cool. They really do. They think he's cool. Ted is not cool. He's not cool. Okay, he thinks that he is, but he's pretending to be. He's not really a skinwalker. He's pretending, you know.
Something similar.
Yeah.
And as for this,
That's just me
no
coming out of
idea what it
hibernation.
is.
That's me coming out of hibernation. You didn't know? Oh.
This person managed to capture something mysterious
Totally not a
and
mask, right?
completely
Totally
black.
not a mask. Couldn't be a mouse. It's too easy. What are they doing? What was that?
This neighborhood has been abandoned for a long time, but now it has an owner.
But now it has an odor. Oh.
This shit a video, man.
These two young people
Did you watch these
they
things?
should have.
Sorry.
They found that same exact thing up here.
This door has AIDS.
Shit, man.
Why is that funny? This door has AIDS.
Oh, shit. Let's go. Fucking this way. Where'd the other guys go? Where'd the other guys go?
I wonder if God can save this person.
Oh, this is that guy, the fake dude, the fake guy. The guy is from TikTok. He's not the real thing. I already said this because I did not feel a demonic entity anywhere. Yeah. A lot of this can be achieved by very simple things. This can have something that's underneath it. You could very well rig it to where it moves. This is easily achievable. I mean, you just get some mechanical things and wires. And of course the doors, we've been doing that for hundreds of years. Doors can be opened and closed without anybody near them. It's just like an easy thing to do. And he's just overacting, and I know he's fake. I know he's the fake deal. And if the guy that did this video is not fake, come at me, bro. You're not on Facebook anymore. No, I'm joking. What is he gonna do? He's on Facebook, and Facebook doesn't
Exploring
exist
an
anymore,
abandoned
so
house, but a bit chicken, huh?
come at me, bro. Okay, don't come after me. I don't have any money. Don't come after me, please.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Hello. I don't understand. Why is he running?
A young man with too much free time opens a coffin, and here's the result.
I'm gonna open a coffin.
Something mysterious is hiding under the bed.
Me.
Caption.
I can fit under my bed. It's not very comfortable. So this is real footage. This actually did occur. It was a doll. I think that was under there. It was a haunted doll of some sort. And the mom was taking footage of it. So it's a real thing. There's a doll, and the doll... Alright, temporary possession. I'm gonna temporary inhabit this and look around. Okay. I don't know. Oh my god. What? That is unhinged. It's unhinged.
Thank you.
Came at his face and everything. Hi.
Move it?
Hello.
Yeah, move it.
What is it?
I don't know.
What? I don't know. What is it? Wait. That's just the guy in a white shirt, right? Okay. What? What happened? Hi.
Something is living with their child.
We can all. Why can't we all be friends? Let's all be friends, okay? Let's just be friends. Let's all be friends. Let's all be friends. Oh. It's actually taking care of it.
They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do.
I have a gift on the rod? What? I know he's speaking English, but it doesn't sound discernible. Brushing your teeth before bed.
This group of young
Are you
people
brushing
was
them?
sleeping at night when an unexpected guest
I
came
am.
to visit.
Wait.
Okay, let me go.
Oh.
Why is that in my tent? Why are you in my tent? Get out of
What
my
kind
tent.
of creature
Ted,
is this?
get out of my
Someone
tent.
tell me, please.
How I walk home from work.
It's currently 1 in the morning. My boyfriend is at work. I just heard keys open. There ain't nobody here. Nobody here.
After about 30 minutes of talking to the camera, she opened the door and found out something absolutely terrifying. The following footage shows why you should never answer the mimic that is trying to lure you out of the room. It's just never going to end well.
Boyfriend is at work. I'm thinking he might come home early. He was supposed to go to the front. After maybe like 5 minutes. I don't hear him moving on.
Okay, so I do believe I've seen this before, and yeah, it is very harrowing. That does sound like a synthesized voice, but it's a very chilling. Like, my heart kind of froze when I heard that. It was like, if I heard that at my door saying something like that, first of all, I would not fucking let them in. So that's good on you, honey. Don't let them in. Let me in. When someone says, let me in, I would not let them in. I would say, come back later. Or please, I am going to freaking, this is, what I do typically when spirit tries to deal with me. I just say, come at me, bro. Come at me. Come at me. Come at me. This is my athame, okay? I'm gonna say, there's certain dolls around here that do not want this touching them, because it's been thoroughly blessed. It's been melded with my energy, so this is what you would call fuck off energy. There is actually a spell called a fuck off spell, which means you want somebody to stay the fuck away from you. And it works. It works. It's a very easy little karmic spell that you can do. I don't know if it works on spirits, but yeah, give me a call. Call me by my name. Okay.
So I'm like, I see him come in the room, like, me and the baby in the room. I know he didn't see the baby. I heard that shit clear as day. He was in the hair with me in the ceiling. Oh my God. What was... Let's wait.
Well, it's asking to be let in. Let me in. You know, the first thing that I would do if it was like that, if that was a creepy voice, first of all, I would freeze. I would sit there and sit there and sit there for like at least 5 to 10 minutes, and then I would think to myself, okay, can you say please? Can you say please? I would act as the mother. I would, child, I'm going to tell you. What's the magic word? Now, if it starts saying, you know, some weird, backwards Satan language, then I will be like, that doesn't work in this house. That doesn't work in this house. That's not going to work in this house. It's not going to work in this house. Honey, you either respect my boundaries or you get the fuck out of my home. You don't fuck with me. No, 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 no. Because what happens when spirits like you try to fuck with me? You're going to be off to another dimension. And this is a dimension that you can't reach me anymore. Because I understand how doors work. They open and they close. They open and they close. They open and they close. Yes, they open and they close. That's what they do. Don't be thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't close the door. They open. Okay, they open and they close. Okay? If you're not using the door, it's going to close, okay? That's just the thing. But a lot of spirits, as you know, as with vampires and such, you know, there's that idea is they want you to they want to give you permission to get in there. This one was getting impatient, obviously. I don't know, that's fucking creepy, really. I mean, there's a lot of creepy things on TikTok, to be honest. I mean, you would get on there. All I know is that one time I was watching a live of this guy that was going to an abandoned hospital. He was in, I believe, somewhere in Singapore or Thailand, or I do believe it was in some kind of Singapore place, in somewhere in the Philippines. And all I know is I felt something, like I felt this power within me. And immediately this person was speaking a language I had never heard in my life. I had no idea about the dialect. I was not learning this language on Duolingo, but I instinctually knew what the person was saying, and it scared the shit out of me. But I instantly just knew what they were saying, and it was back, demon, back, go back. And he was getting a bamboo stick and actually fighting these demons that were showing up, and I was just very impressed. And I knew it was the real deal because he would see things that would move, and then he would go to that room instinctually, and there was just no place for that person to have gone. If it was a person, there was no floorboards, there was no trap doors, there was nothing, and they appeared solid. They did not appear like some double exposure image. It was a real thing, and it was live, and there were sounds and moans and things that you couldn't explain with just technology alone. So I really believe that this was a legit thing, and whatever it was, maybe the spirit that was there, or a spirit that was involved, maybe protecting that man, was translating with me. But it happens every once in a while where I'll instinctually know what someone is saying. It happens, you know. Achievement unlocked. It's just like an ability it's like an ultimate that's unlocked sometimes. I don't understand how these work. The Jinn. Hi. Hi. How you doing?
ايش هذا؟
Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
بسم الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن.
I do believe he's praying, but I don't know for sure. Went to the kitchen. He's like, ah! I love spirits.
This house
they
is
just kind of.
definitely haunted. No doubt about it.
My soul left my body. Where?
The dog seems to
Was
have seen
everything
something.
moving? Everything was moving. There's like no. I know someone's there, huh? I know it. I know. I don't know why it does that.
Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of...
Did you see it? Well,
it'll be a monthly rent of...
But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent
Name your price.
Japanese-style wall.
Name your price.
But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there.
Beatrice, I'm just gonna say, I know you're doing your best as an entity. You're doing fantastic, but I think you might have to like step up your game a bit, because you know you got this competition here. Look at these fine entities out there. They're doing these wonderful things, and what are you doing? You're simply just you know, twisting your head every once in a while. I really think this is the meaning to say this in the next board meeting, but yeah, I think some other things should move around. You know, like just FYI, because it would be cool, and it would freak the shit out of me, and I would and then I would laugh about it later, and I just think that we're lacking something in this relationship. I really do. I really think that we're lacking something in this relationship, and I'm so glad that we had this talk. Yeah. By the way, don't do that with your haunted dolls. Don't do that. Don't do that. She knows that I'm joking. But she may very well. Some others might actually end up doing certain things. There are certain things that have kind of moved around a little bit, actually. Couple things that will move around, not like move, but like just fall randomly, and people will just be like, it must have been on the edge. You know, you don't think much of it, but it yeah. Ta-da!
These guys have the chance to encounter a beautiful young woman.
Hello? A beautiful young woman? Where?
Hello?
Oh.
This man managed to capture something hiding in the bathroom.
Where? unlocked.
Hello?
I'm gonna come get you, boy. I'm gonna come
Why
get.
does
I'm
this
gonna.
person look so much like Michael Jackson?
Because it's a mask. Because it's a mask. These masks, they have a really cool. Oh, there's nothing under the bed, sweetheart. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. The fuck? Yes, there is. There is something there. Don't tell me. I hate adults that are like, that are just like, nothing's there. Hi.
This man is giving instructions on how to train something.
I'm buff. This is what buff people do. Let me show you.
He couldn't hold on to the water bottle after watching the video.
I can't. Why? 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 Oh, that's genuine because the kid is fucking scared. That's a joke. If that's a joke, I don't think the kid's on it. Oh my goodness, I'm Mama Bear with the umbrella. Cocaine Bear with the umbrella. She's going, leave the house, you leave it, devil, leave it, devil. Oh my gosh, you know what? A for effort. Really, respect to you, woman. Protecting your house. Being that brave when you knew that that's what it was, that you knew that it was a spirit. You knew that it was a mischievous spirit, so you're just protecting your home there. That's amazing. I don't want to play this game. Hello? I'm not going up there now. Rolling. I'll be rolling. She's just moving along. That's awesome. If you are weird, I shall be weirder. Oh wait, that was supposed to be... I think she was supposed to be dead. What? Ma'am? That was awesome. Oh, that's just a Pilates routine. I mean, I can do that. Yes. Hi, I'm just chilling. What the actual fuck? Oh no, AI gone wrong there with the hands. Ooh. Hands. It's not AI because the hands are actually proportional.
If you've made it this far, you're really brave. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
That's why I am.
Look behind.
Woohoo!
Did you hear that? Oh
yeah. You weird ass. If you've made it this far, are you really brave? Because I've seen most of this already. I've seen a lot of this. I've watched a lot of What's that? A dog? Is that a dog? Is that a dog? What is it? I don't understand this. I don't understand. Okay, they're throwing flashlights? Flashlights? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Overall, Hauntology is pretty good. I think Hauntology is pretty good. I'm gonna give them a like. But the music is very distracting. It seems to permeate everything. I cannot hear myself, let alone hear myself think, but then again, you know, you're probably not taking into consideration of the fact that people are going to react to your videos, but oh well. Yeah, life doesn't revolve around me. Ooh, something new. Okay, this is called Grandma's Nightmares.
Hannah BoReD, a famous influencer on social media, often posts dance and workout videos for her fans. On November 27th, 2020, while recording a routine in her living room, things suddenly took a dark turn. What started as a fun, upbeat clip quickly became what Hannah describes as the scariest moment of her life.
Muted. For a reason, I imagine. Why is it muted? Why is it muted? Why is
Who are you? Who are you? What? Off. Who are you? Who are you? Please get off. Please get out. No, please get out. Yes. Who are you? Please get out of my apartment right now. Please get out of my apartment right now. Get out. Get out. Hello? Please come in.
A creepy man climbed onto Hannah's second-story balcony and
She did the right thing. So that person, she didn't know who that was. She had no idea. If it is an actual person. It's a person. You can't really see because it's really shitty quality, I'd imagine. But she did the right thing. She says, "Who are you? Are you a friend?" "No. Please get out. Please get out. Please get out." She was adamant. She kept going. She kept saying, "Get out, get out." And then she got a neighbor, a friend, which is basically what you want to do in that situation. Oh my gosh, I would lock the door. I don't know if the door was locked, but that's very harrowing. I have left the door unlocked many, many times on accident in many different locations, and I can tell you nobody has come into my house. No one has ever hiding in the bathroom or under the bed or anything like that. And I was very fortunate. I was very fortunate that this kind of shit did not happen. I get it. I get it. I was lucky. I was lucky. Very lucky. And hopefully this is just, he was confused maybe. Maybe he thought this was somebody else's home. I know there's some people that get confused. I mean, there's some people, you know, maybe somebody shortly had moved in, had, you know, someone else had moved in, you know, had moved out of there, and he thought that that was, you know, the same person. I don't know, but I would definitely put some security cameras up there. Definitely would do that. I would not sleep alone for a fact. I mean, I would get the meanest, toughest dog that I could think. I would get a Cane Corso, and I would watch freaking horror movies every night to make sure that they stayed the fuck away from me. I would, because it looks like she lives alone, and that was scarier than any ghost.
When she noticed him inside, she was understandably terrified and demanded he leave. However, the man didn't listen, even asking if she was friends with him. She firmly told him no,
No.
and insisted he leave,
No, you
which
are
he
not my
eventually
friend.
did.
No, are you
This
my friend?
terrifying
No.
incident seemed to have
No.
shaken Hannah so deeply that she stopped sharing videos on social media. This video is proof that humans are far scarier than any ghost.
Right? That's exactly what I was saying.
Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support.
I mean, people can fucking kill you. They could kill you.
Ghost hunters Dai-chan and Ga-chan
Yes, I
from
know
the
them. They're
YouTube
good.
channel Clip Store embark on an investigation deep in the
I follow
secluded forests of Japan, where the infamous ghost apartment...
Don't let them, their appearance, their pretty appearance, fool you. They are a real deal. They seem to be legit. I cannot see where this could be actually. I mean, obviously we're getting to the point where we can't really tell if things are real or not, but yeah, I don't think it's, I don't think this is a fake. I don't think this is a fake thing, because they're really good and they're really professional from what I know, and I do believe I've subscribed to them. I don't think I've watched a lot of them because there's just so many videos to watch and so little time. So many videos, so little time. And this is YouTube. It's just everything all of the time, you know. Can I interest you in everything all of the time is literally YouTube. So I'm trying
stands
to do things
abandoned.
every day.
30 years ago, this apartment building was the
was
site of
born.
a tragic conflict between a female tenant and the building's male owner. The dispute escalated to a devastating end, with the woman tragically taking her own life and the owner vanishing shortly thereafter.
Okay, I'm not involved with this story.
After the event, tenants began hearing voices, seeing shadowy figures of a woman, and experiencing strange sounds from empty rooms. Terrified, they all moved out, leaving the building to decay in silence.
Yes, a quick thing. For those of you that have this spiritual belief or religious belief that the souls of those that have taken their own life are like somehow cursed or bound to hell, honey, there's nothing for sure in the afterlife. There is nothing. There are always exceptions, and nothing is as it seems. And there are infinite realms in which any spirit could go to, depending on where their soul ends up. But I can tell you, I have spoken to people that have taken their own life and to their souls, and they're not any worse off than anyone else. Some of them are living the dream, some of them aren't. It's all up to them. It's really up to them where they want to go and where they want to be, because you're a freaking spirit. You're a spirit. You can do whatever you want now. So, and I have astral traveled, and I have not really found a central place that is hell per se. What I have found is it's a matter of perspective. I have heard of people going to the underworld, going to several underworlds of, you know, like Hades underworld and that kind of thing. And I've heard of people saying, oh, it was amazing, it was fantastic. And then another person just said, no, it's like the fucking back rooms. It's just really boring. You know, it's just wandering aimlessly around. And I'm like, oh, so like a broken Roblox game. Great. So, yeah, it's all a matter of perspective. If you think that dark, dim lights and smoke and mirrors is your kind of paradise, then that's probably where you're going to be. But if you don't want to be there, you don't have to be there. Like, it's not a said and done thing. And for those of you that are religious and believe that there is a loving God, why the heck would he send them to hell? I'm just saying. And this whole thing about Satan, okay, Satan doesn't even like rule the hell that you think that he does. It's and I haven't met Satan, so I've heard of people that have met him, and he seems to be a nice guy, so I haven't really pursued that. I haven't really gone on my way and said, hey, Satan, why don't you come on over? Because I don't know. I think there's really a lot of sources of evil. I don't really think that it's just one. I think Christianity is kind of like the simplified version of what is really going on out there. And what I found out there is really not supported in what the Christians, what the Christians' theology and their way of thinking. It's really, but, it's all a matter of perspective. It's a matter of how you experience things. So really, if you think that a place where frickin' Pinhead lives, and that's your paradise, that's where you get to live, I personally wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind hanging out with Pinhead. Why not? Sounds like a torturing souls that deserve it. Sounds like an easy job to me. You need an assistant? You need an assistant there? I can help. I'm very twisted, sir. Yes, very twisted. I can help you. I am aware that you're not really Satan. I was a little disappointed, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, I'm still yeah. I am still what the heck? Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was a cold gasp of wind. That's the kind of wind that goes in through my house. It's a cold. I thought there was wind going through, but as it turns out, it's the heater. So, not that would be alarming. Wind. I mean, it's just the wind. That's really talented. Just saying, that's really talented.
Dai-chan and Gachan arrive at the abandoned apartment and begin exploring. Gachan heads to the landlord's room, but as he enters, something terrifying unfolds.
I'm waiting.
てか多分ほらオーナー男性って言ってたで
Probably you know it's about the owner being a man, right?
これ
Yeah.
どう考えても離れってもうオ
No
ー
matter
ナー
how
宅じゃ
you
ない
think about it, the separate building must be in the owner's house.
っていう
Yeah, definitely. So let's
だからちょっとお
just.
互いその見つけた部屋を調
We're
査
investigating the room we found.
何の音今の
What was that sound just now? Did you hear that?
え
Eh? Ooh.
何の音
What's that sound? What happened? There was a woman looking at me and going like this, and then... Oh, what happened? Well, I threw my phone out of fright. That's kind of what happens. I threw it out of fright. Who are you?
Gachan hears a moan in the room and sees a woman staring at him from the second floor. Terrified, he heads upstairs to where she was.
Just FYI, if you're gonna be imitating ghosts, be prepared that you probably will be visited by a spirit. Meh, it might happen. It might not. The spiritual realm is very unpredictable. You never know, It's one of those things. It's like, it could happen, and then again, it couldn't, and you never know. I mock spirits because I can. I can. And if they hear me mocking them, well, they're gonna know. I'm going to explain to them. I'm not mocking them. I'm simply imitating them. I'm appreciating them. I'm appreciating their... Oh my gosh, yeah. I hear some spirits saying bullshit. I'm like, yeah, I'm bullshitting. But, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. I fear nothing. I fear nothing. I do fear what humans can do to one another and can potentially do to me, but I do not fear the spiritual realm. I do not fear it. And I'm not scared. maybe the situation might be different if I was in a darkened room where there's a woman moaning over my head and I'm trying to hold on to my phone and it leaps out of my hand, and maybe in that situation I might be scared, but I'm in my own home and life's good. I don't need to be scared. I could
The
look
moment
around
he
and be like,
enters,
something watching me?
things take a dark turn.
Obviously something's watching me. Something is always watching me.
大ちゃんちょっとこっち向かっててもらっていい？
Is it okay if you head up there? Yep.
すみません。
Yep. Is it okay? I don't know. Just know that if you don't know what's up there already and you fall through the headboard, that's on you. That's
すみま
on
せ
you.
ん。
That's on you. That is on. You enter at your own risk. You really do. You enter at your own risk. Ugh, it's nasty up there. It's not any better up there. I don't want to be up there. Let's just go. Can we just go? Can we go? Can we go now? How about now? How about now? No? Yeah, I have a feeling that this is gonna fall at any time. Like, there's really nothing supporting this platform. And then he sees a pair of feet right there, if you notice. There's gonna be like a pair of feet. It's back there. And I don't remember there being a vocalization. Kachan! Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Hold on!
As Gachan reaches upstairs, he finds an old vanity table. Curious, he glances into the mirror, and to his shock, he sees the feet of a woman standing behind him.
And there's a vocalization.
He quickly turns with the camera, but she's gone.
There's a vocalization. Also.
Terrified, he bolts from the room, trying to comprehend what he just witnessed.
What did I see? Get out of there.
Moments later, Daishan arrives at the scene and finds Gachan trembling in terror. They decide they've had enough and abruptly end the stream.
He's like,
now, is this the restless spirit of the woman who tragically took her own life, bound to the very room where her story ended? Or is there some logical explanation hidden within the shadows of this eerie apartment? The choice is yours.
We'll stop that real quick. It's my dinner time. The time to have the dinner. Where we have good foods and we eat and we are happy. Sometimes we are happy. We are happy that we eat. But I must eat, so I do not consequently die. I do not fear death, but I would like to live a little bit longer. So I can do another life, maybe. Yeah, that's totally what I'm living for. I'm totally living for that, aren't I? That's really... But anyway, thank you for joining. I'm going to probably go live tomorrow, I'd imagine. I don't know if this is like a normal thing, but it could be. Who knows?